Guys, yes, Koyet the Barber Man. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I haven't done a video in a while. I've been really busy. But you know what, guys? Just got off a live corporate webinar with Mr. Paul Michaels, who is part of TripDelivers right now, part of the marketing side, helping the business grow. And he's basically broken it down, even for a customer, how you can even earn with this company. And I was like blown away. I couldn't wait. I have to share this with you guys. So without further ado, here's Mr. Paul Michaels of TripDelivers explaining basically even from a customer how you can earn with this platform. Check it out, guys. You don't want to miss this.
Hi, everyone. My name is Paul Michael with TripDelivers. I would like to welcome you on to our discovery webinar that we are going to take about 15 minutes. I'm going to go through some real brief information on the company, and then we'll go from there. So we'll wait about 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll get started. Once again, if you're just joining us, my name is Paul Michael with TripDelivers. I would like to welcome you on to our discovery overview. This is just a quick, brief company overview to kind of give you an idea of understanding of what we do. Someone invited you on to this webinar today meeting to just kind of see a little bit about what the company does, why we're so excited, and how you may fit in. So give us about 30 more seconds and we'll get started. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. Once again, my name is Paul Michael. I am with TripDelivers, and we are a restaurant delivery service. And I'm going to kind of go through, take about 10 to 15 minutes of your time real quickly, kind of give you an overview of exactly what our company does, how it works, and then you can get with the person invited you on. You can send them an email, use their referral code, however they told you to get in touch with them. But I just want to go through real quickly. I'll give you a little bit of background on myself. I've been in the restaurant delivery industry for about 3 years, owned my own company, and have done very, very well in the industry. And about a couple months ago, I was approached by a good friend of mine named Tony Swantak, who had been in contact with Bob McNulty, which is the owner and founder of this company. And what I was doing really aligned with what they were doing. And I got really excited about their program, what they were doing, and kind of jumped on board with my team and I about a month ago. And things have been going great since. And what we wanted to do is kind of give you an overview of how you might be able to be involved in a multi-billion-dollar industry. So I'm going to go through some facts and figures, going to talk to you a little bit about how the company works, and then you can get with the person invited you on this call today, on this YouTube live, to see exactly how you can be involved. So the restaurant delivery industry, real quickly, is 60% of all the US consumers use delivery or takeout at least once a week. 74% of the millennials reported that's a preference of how they do it. 87% of Americans, they rely on third-party delivery services and agree that it makes their life easier. I'm not going to go through all these, but if you just look at this over here on the right, it says revenue in the online food delivery segment is projected to reach $136 billion this year. The online food delivery is set to go to over $200 billion by 2025. So there's still an enormous amount of growth. Most of you have probably heard of companies like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates. The thing about these companies is that you may not understand, and I didn't understand when I got in the industry, was they usually charge between 15 and 30% of every single order to the restaurant for delivering their food. I never understood that. I never knew why a company, a restaurant, would pay 30% to someone to take their food from point A to point B. Like when it leaves the restaurant, the delivery driver doesn't make the food better. But what happens is these companies charge these exorbitant amounts for these restaurants to get the food. And they all are doing the exact same thing. Like I said, they're charging between 15 and 30%. Companies like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and they've all been doing the same way. The gentleman that I talked about in the beginning named Bob McNulty, he is a disruptor in the industry. He went out and put together a company called shopping.com that he sold for over $230 million years ago. He's gone out and many other companies exited from because he disrupts her. He goes out and finds out what everyone else is doing, does the opposite, and becomes very wealthy. So he put together a program that instead of charging the restaurants these huge fees, on a $100 order, a restaurant could pay between $15 and $30 just to have that food delivered. I've never understood why restaurants would do that, how they could do that, and they're finally starting to catch on that that's not what they want to do. So I'm going to kind of give you a little background on how these companies work. Most of the competitors, let's say they have an average of 20 orders a day at $38.98. That's around $284,000 in sales. If they're paying 35%, that's almost $100,000 of their profit, which they're already working on slim margins, going to the delivery services. Say they're only at 15%. You can still do the numbers on that. That's still well over $50,000 that they're paying to have their food delivered. TripDelivers has gone out and put together a model through Bob McNulty, and what he understands is we do a flat fee. The restaurants are not going to go out and pay exorbitant prices. They're gonna, let's say they do the same exact thing with us. Let's say they do 20 orders a day, 7,300 orders a year. They're gonna pay around $14,000 because they're only gonna pay $2 per order. That's a savings of over $84,000. You can go, I met with a gentleman the other day. Last one of these I did, I got a restaurant here in Florida signed up called Firefin. He was telling me that they're not even the biggest restaurant. They still pay about $3,000 a month in fees to the delivery service. Doing our system, we did the numbers real quick. He was gonna pay less than $600 on a monthly basis. That's a saving of over $2,000 on a monthly basis, over $24,000 a year that he was gonna be able to save. You know, these other companies, if you look at it, TripDelivers, we don't have restaurant commissions. Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, they're between 20 and 40%. You know, we do a $2 or a $3. If they're a member, they're $2, $3. If they're not a member per order, no restaurant, they have restaurant commission fees on top of what they charge. Then that we pay our restaurants out instantly. They make the restaurants wait 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it's weekly, but most of them it's a monthly. The drivers, we have our drivers, they get paid instantly, and our drivers get paid way more above any industry, any other company in the industry. Are there hidden service fees with us? There's not. There's no hidden service fees. We're very transparent on what we charge. The other companies, there's 3 to 30% service fees. Sometimes they raise the prices of the food. Sometimes they hide it in a marketing fee. There's all kinds of ways that they do it. There are even cities that are now coming up with ways to limit how much these delivery services are able to charge. They're finding ways around it by charging a city fee. Like if you live in Chicago, they'll charge a $3 city fee per order. So they're finding ways to take advantage of the restaurants when in our pandemic, that's not what needs to happen. We need to be helping our restaurants. So we've gone out and put together a system where someone can come in and they can work with our company and go out and get restaurants. You know, we have 4 different ways that you can make money with us. You can market to restaurants. If you're looking for a career where you go out and get a residual income, you go out and you market to restaurants, you get the restaurants signing up. Every single order they do, you're going to get paid a commission off of that. You can refer drivers. We need drivers all over the country. We have drivers that refer drivers. We have people in the company that go out and they'll refer restaurants. Restaurants can refer other restaurants. We have customers customers can take the app, refer it to one of their friends. Every time that friend orders from our app, they're going to get paid a percentage. We can refer customers. We can refer marketers. Some people want to go out and start building this as a business. You want to go out. Some of you are going to want to build sales teams of people in different cities around the country. And we're looking for people who are excited, motivated, ready to go out and do something different and to take this company and get a piece of that. When it said earlier, when I go back to this slide, $200 billion by the year 2025. And a company like Bob McNulty's put together is going to get a big slice of that. And we're going to be able to do good for everyone at the same time. So the reason why our industry and our company works well is because of our training program. How many of you have ever been involved in a training program where you have someone at the top? Let's say you have someone at the top of a company who knows 100% of how to do something. If you had the opportunity to learn with Bob McNulty or Tony Swantak or some of the other leaders in our company on a daily basis, let's say this, if you're going to learn how to run a company that is a electric car company, wouldn't it make sense to learn from someone like Elon Musk, who's done it on a daily basis? Or if you want to start a company like Apple, learn from, before he passed away, Steve Jobs, or learn from someone like Bill Gates. But traditionally what happens, we don't get the opportunity to learn from the person at the top. We have to learn from someone who went out and taught someone else. And information gets lost as it gets down. In a company, you got a president. Usually a president will go out and teach a vice president, who will go out and teach a national manager, who go out and teach the local regional managers and local managers. Every time it goes down another level, the information gets diluted. Let's say that, you know, scientists have proven that we retain only 7 to 10% of what we see and hear. So let's say we're well above average. We live in the United States, you know, we retain a lot more. Let's say the person at the top goes out and teaches someone who got involved with TripDelivers, and they only get 50% of the correct information. Then it goes down to somebody who gets 25. Then it goes down to somebody else who gets 12%, 6%. You walk in here today, you stumbled across this, or you were encouraged to come and watch this, and all you get is 3% of the correct information on how to be successful with Trip. How many of us realize you're probably not going to be very successful? So what we've done is this. Instead of doing this whisper down the lane or gossip or learning from people that, you know, maybe have been in, you may have somebody that just got involved with the company who introduced you to it, and they may not know how to do it. We put together a training program that goes out and says, you know what, you have the opportunity to learn straight from the source. Everyone in the company that gets involved, we have video training, we have back office training, we have people like Tony Swantek. Tony Swantek built an industry, a restaurant delivery service with over 100 cities doing hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of orders on a monthly basis. He knows every single part of doing this. I've spent time doing deliveries. I spent time building software. I've spent time recruiting drivers, going out and talking to restaurants, doing all these different things over the years. So we know what we're doing. And instead of doing the whisper down the lane or the gossip, you have the opportunity to learn from people who know what they're doing. So we talk to 3 different types of people on a daily basis. And this right now is not to give you all the information. It's just to give you enough to say, hey, you know what? I'm interested. First type person we talk to looks at this and goes, you know what? I'm excited about this. I'm going to use your service, but this isn't exactly what I'm looking for. And we appreciate your time. We hope you find what you're looking for, but make sure you download the TripDelivers app. You can actually make passive income by referring it through a refer and earn link inside the app to other people. Second type person looks at this and goes, you know what? I want to get more questions answered. I have questions. I want to know how I can reach those top levels. I want to know how I can open up different cities. I want to know how I can have a residual income. And that's what this is built on, is building residual income. So second type person has more questions. Third type person's like I was. When I sat down, I already owned my own company in this industry. I had already spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and 2 years of my life building a software program. When I met with Bob McNulty and I listened to his vision and I talked to Tony and I knew exactly what Tony had done in his past, and I saw these 2 gentlemen come together and what they were going to go out and build, I got excited. I ended up putting my company on the shelf and said, you know what? We're going to move over to this company. They acquired our company. We're going out every single day. We're talking to restaurants. We're building this thing because I know within the next couple of years, we're going to be able to have passive income and not have to go out every day and do deliveries, not have to go out and get restaurants. Right now is the greatest time to be involved in this industry because the other guys have set the standard and the standard is bad. The standard is taking advantage of restaurants, taking advantage of customers, not always treating their drivers the best. Our drivers are the highest paid. Our restaurants are happy because they're not paying a percentage on everything. They're paying a flat fee. And our customers are happy because they're getting to order the food they want, when they want, and how they want it. So we appreciate you spending a couple minutes with us today. If there's anything that interests you, please get with the person that invited you on there. You can send them a social media message. You can talk to them about downloading their link. However they told you to get in touch with them, make sure you do it because I promise you, you'll hear the name TripDelivers over the next couple of years in a very, very good way. And you're going to not want to be one of those people that sat back and said, you know what, I had the opportunity to be involved with that, but I didn't take advantage of it. So I appreciate your time, guys. Thanks and have a great day.